Hey folks, this is actually a review I wanted to get done. It's actually for a smartwatch that I got from, or actually I purchased through Amazon from EarlySincere. It's a manufacturer for smartwatches themselves. My previous smartwatch actually had broken on me, so that was kind of like, it's like, oh, god darn it, now what am I going to do next? Anyhow, so I finally found one from EarlySincere on Amazon.ca, the Canadian version, and it was actually going for, I would say, about $81. But there was a coupon online that saved you $21, so it's actually costing me about $60 and some odd change. Then you add the taxes and all that, the typical stuff. So I actually bought that the 1st of March. It was supposed to be coming on the 6th. Yeah, the 6th of March, 6th or 7th of March. It was a Thursday. So finally, by Wednesday, I actually had made the call to Amazon just to confirm with them that it was actually going to ship, which it did. And I finally got it Thursday. And got it in, brought the little package in, brought it downstairs, put it onto my computer, and actually got it charged, got my tablet ready, and then went through the typical routine of setting it up. Now, for the watch and all that, I'll show you what's going to come with it. You get the watch itself. Yeah, this is the watch. And you'll see it again. I'm going to actually do a cut from here afterwards to the actual watch themselves. You get a nice little data cable, 2 or 3 feet. These ones here are magnetic mounted data cables that actually fit on the back side of the wrist when you actually are low on battery power on it. So there's a plus and a minus on it to touch the little tabs on the back side of the watch itself, and you can charge it. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to get a complete charge. So it takes that long to charge it up fully to 100%, going from 10%, I think. And I've charged that up fully on Thursday. And the battery life on this, they say, depending on how often you check in with it, it lasts between 5 and 7 days. So I've been using it lately because I'm working from home, because I do remote work, dealing with ATM support and all that. So I deal with a lot of calls coming in from branches, speaking with techs, both first line and second line, and checking with them to see what's going on, what's happening, and whatnot. So I don't do a lot of walking around, but when I do go out, sometimes I tend to overdo myself in the walks. So I'm still one of those guys who likes to have details of their walking and all that. So that's what I do with most after hours, and I do keep what they call is a spreadsheet of my walks. So what I get from the good trusty application that comes with it, it's just for personal knowledge. It's just for information wise, what I would like to know about my habits. Okay, and to let you guys know, here's the manual too. It's a multilingual manual. There's English, German, Spanish, Old Chinese, New Chinese, Korea, Mandarin, I think there's in there, and French. So it's easy to work with, or easy to go to which section you can read easier for yourself. I happen to be German I come from a German background, so I do understand German a little bit, but I don't speak it too well. Because my parents, both my father and mother, as well as their parents, spoke mainly German when they were at the house. So, linguistically speaking, I do understand. I do understand what they're talking about. Just don't ask for the literal translation. I'm also shy regarding that because most people think, I because of my last name, I do speak German as well. I do, but it's just very little phrases. But because mainly most of the people I'm with are either French or English. So, with that being said, uh, I'm going to actually show you a detailed, closer look on this, so that way you guys have an idea of what to see with it. Um, let's go down. Give you a chance to see it more closely. Okay, I actually tried to do it facing down and it didn't work too well, so I'm gonna keep it like this. Um, Besides the manual being multilingual here, you got English, French, German, Russian, um, Korean. I don't want to say exactly. I do see that there's a couple of the Asian languages in there, so some of them are in their native tongue, so they can actually use it. Uh, the other thing I like here too is that with the phone itself, let me get to a point where you can actually see it here. Whoop, 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 no. Display, what face. You can actually change. No, no, no. No, no. Back up. There we go. No, no. Display, face types. Anyhow, you get different types of face types on it that's available on the watch itself, but I can't do it here because it's hard to see verbatim. You'll get some installed automatically on here when you first sync it up to your tablet or to your cell phone. Um, the other thing I like is that with the software that it comes with, which is called DaFit, and with that there they have some more things there for the display itself. And I'm going to actually show you that there. That there I know I can actually turn it around and it won't be too much of a problem. So let me get that. Here we go. Up here I go. The model number is actually a T30. The model, where is it? The model number is actually a T13. And here we have some of the different types of watch faces. Come on. Here we go. So they have different types of faces on it that you can actually choose from, both analog and digital format. I'm more or less the old type of school that likes the old analog ones, just because that's what I grew up with. Not that I don't have the problem with the digital time thing there. Um, I just like the different face things here. Overall, um, the interface is not so bad when using it through here, like I'm using it through the tablet myself, and it's a good learning experience with it. The thing that I have to still get used to is the fact that with this one here, like the software that's included with it to sync the phone to your tablet or to your phone, whether it's an Android or a iOS or iPhone or an iPad, depending on which one you're using. I'm using it on my iPad because putting it on my Android phone is just cluttered. I already have so much stuff on there for work related stuff. That's that type of, I can't put any more on there, you know. So I put that on my Android my tablet, and it's a lot easier to read too on top of things. So it just makes things a lot less headache. Um, again, I just learned before creating this that you can actually dive down on a daily basis to see what you have done as for calories, walking, sleeping, such and such for the different days. Just because they don't tell you exactly how to drill down for certain things. I'm one of those guys who likes information, like what we can put down like on a spreadsheet or something like that for myself, because I'm that type of guy who likes visualizing information about my health. The other thing I wanted to mention as well, the smartwatch itself and the charger, the battery, the software that you use to interface with your watch. Most people I have found say, "Oh yeah, it's inaccurate. Oh yeah, it's this. Oh yeah, it's not that. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do that." And it clearly states in the manual, this is not a medical device. This is not something that the healthcare system, regardless of where you're living, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in the U.S., whether you're in Great Britain slash UK, or like wherever you're currently living, these things are not medical devices. So this is meant to give you general information regarding your health. What you do with the information when you consult your doctor is to be able, you can provide this information to them. That's what I did with mine a long time ago when I was actually seeing a dietitian regarding that, and I blew the dietitian's, not the dietitian, the person there regarding this. Like to show her, look, I've done this, I've done that, I'm doing this, I'm doing my walks. So I usually do like around the block, like around here. Um, I can easily do maybe, I used to do easily 15 to 20,000, sometimes 30,000 steps at one point, and that's going back a number of years. I want to get back up to that stage where I'm doing at least 10,000 steps a day. It's just because my hours have changed regarding that. So because I work in the afternoons between 12 and 9:30 at night, so it's not as easy for me to go out for an hour or two a day just to be able to get my walks. So this is why I'm trying my best to do a little bit in the morning, do a little bit in the evening, just to be able to say I've done my exercise. But like I said here, if you really want to lose weight and be able to do it on your own, and you have the mental capabilities like most of us do who are headstrong. I'm a Virgo, I'm headstrong, and I know. I usually consult my doctor. Like I'll see him saying, look, I'm thinking of doing this. I started to do this. Like I got this here set up. I have my smartwatch here, which happens to be good, 70 or $80. It's a great little tool to have. It'll keep me in check of my walking. Not only that, I've used a program out on the web called Diet Organizer. There is one for the Windows environment. I'm sure if you go onto Google and type in Diet Organizer, you'll be able to find it. It's a small little application, maybe no more than 4 or 5 megs. And basically, you get a little weighing scale for your food. And all I really do, and this is the truth, to really lose weight and keep things going, and I've lost, believe it or not, I have actually lost, I was up to 400 pounds, and I went from 400 to about 212 pounds. But at 212 pounds, I was trying to figure out how much more I can lose. Okay, I was going overboard. Okay, I was just out the window. But within reason, that I'm not going to starve myself, which I haven't. But I kept constant control of what I was eating. I took accountability of, instead of having so many chocolates, I started having this, this. I monitor of what I was taking in, and that has helped me somewhat. Even today, I still do that as to food intake. I have a little weighing machine upstairs in the kitchen. If I'm making some spaghetti, weigh the noodles, weigh the spaghetti sauce, uh, dump it on there, and then put it up into my diet organizer. Same thing with the bread. Like if I'll have two pieces of toast with some peanut butter on it, that gets put on there. Sandwiches get that put in there every day. I keep it as a routine just for that. Same thing. Anybody can do this, whether you're a male or female, young or old. You can do this too just by having a small little Fitbit watch or a little smartwatch like this. Overall, I give it 2 thumbs up. Okay? So, best thing for you to do is to get something like this for yourself. Alright? Trust me. Uh, Most people will say, "No, I'm not really into it," but trust me, you'll like it afterwards. You'll be thanking people. Okay? So, have yourself a great day. The review I give this here for is a 5 out of 5 stars so far. Software wise, still learning the software side, but that's normal. You gotta deal with what you need to learn from it and be able to find out what you need to get out of it. So you guys take care of yourself. If you really want this, I'll provide the link where I got it from up on Amazon.ca. If you are at Amazon.com and you see this, just copy the name and you'll be able to find it and get it for yourself. Okay? Happy walking.